Part-1. Dear learners, a very good evening to all of you. Thank you very much for joining the live session of online presentation. Right, so I'm taking you South Asian, Caribbean, and African literature in English course. The course code which is ENG 1018. And the date is 27 July 2023, and today is Thursday, right? Thursday evening. And the time is 9:17, so it's a little bit delayed. So I promised to start the class at 9 o'clock, right? As I had another class before this one, that's why there was a little bit delay. Okay. So let me start the presentation session now. Are you ready with your presentation? I will share your slide, okay? Just raise your hand. Who is gonna take the initiative? I mean, who is gonna present first? Raise your hand. Who is gonna present first? Should I call you? Or you will take the initiative?
So I think you select who's going.
Pardon?
You can select who's going to go first, sir.
Okay. So Ishaq Hassan, you would like to take the initiative, right?
No problem, sir.
Pardon?
Yes, sir. Certainly.
Let me open your slide, Ishaq Hassan, that you sent to my email. Hold on for a second.
Okay, sir.
All are present here, right?
Yes, sir.
South Asian, Caribbean.
I think one student is missing.
So you are 9 in numbers, right? Mujibur Rahman, Mehrun Nissa, Onimesh Roy, Tashfia Nudar, Molla Nusrat Jahan, Hridoy, Ishwar Rahman Orchi, Nazneen Sultana, Rafia Zaman, MD Alamin Munshi. So your total 9 in number in Master's 2 years program. It's Master 1 year, right? Master's 1 year?
Yes, sir.
It's 1 year finally. Okay. So here I can see Abrar Ahmed Jahinul, Onimesh Roy, Isha Rahman, Isha Hassan, Alamin Munshi, Mehrun Nissa, Nusrat Jahan, Rafia Zaman, and Shakil Ahmed. Okay. Okay, 9 participants in there. That's fantastic. All are present. Nobody is absent this evening. Okay, let me share the slide of Ishraq, who is gonna present first. Unveiling the mysteries of the guide, the journey through Narayan's masterpiece. It's a good title. Okay, Ishraq, start your presentation. Your time is maximum 5 minutes, right?
Yes.
Okay, start please.
Hi there. Good evening. From the start of the Financial Express till the guide, we are focusing on R K Narayan's masterpiece. And today we are going to go through the synopsis and the critical analysis and also the themes of this masterpiece of Narayan's. So next slide. So before I proceed, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ishraq San, and I belong to the batch of PP6A. And I would like to thank you, sir, Faisal sir, for yielding me the time to present my presentation here. Next slide. So moving along, I will be covering up the summary and synopsis, the characters, major themes, and the critical appreciation of the story. So let's focus on the summary and synopsis. The Guide by R K Narayan is a captivating novel set in a fictional town of Malgudi, India. So, in the very start of the beginning of this novel, we can all see that how R K Narayan just making it in the very start, he just made it more creative, and by just making an imaginary like a place to start with. The story traces Raju's transformation from a carefree youth to a renowned spiritual guide. And his life takes a dramatic turn when he meets Rosie, a vibrant woman trapped in an unhappy marriage, and they embark on a passionate love affair that challenges social norms. And so basically, in this story, R K Narayan's just focused on the theme and the context of die and decay. So basically, in the form, it rises with Raju's materialistic idea and also the greed that leads him into a position that is quite suffering in the as a climax. As Rosie loves her for dance, Raju reinvents himself as Swami, a spiritual guide, exploiting the fate of pilgrims for personal gain. In his quest for success and influence, Raju loses touch with his true self, becoming entangled in a web of deception. So, in this context, like the deception, like Raju just mainly focuses on his own terms. Own terms as a deception. We can see that whenever he started as a guide, he just gave wrong information to the tourist, showing the old buildings as some kind of an architectural or older heritage, which is like conning people for materialistic need like money and fame. The climax forced Raju to confront his past and seek redemption, becoming a catalyst for personal transformation. So in the very end, we can see he turns into a Swami, but that is also quite accidental, as there is a character who told him to convince another person, convince a parent to get their daughter married, and suddenly it just happens. So it's also a matter of luck that he went through. Narayan's masterful storytelling. Okay, let's go to the character. So okay, Narayan's masterful storytelling and well-developed character make the guide a timeless and emotionally rich novel that delves into the complexities of human desires and the consequences of choices made in pursuit of those desires. So let's just focus on the vital characters of the novel. So basically, we will start with Raju, also known as Mohan Kumar. A mischievous youth discovers dancing talent. There might be a mistake, and becomes a renowned. Okay, so Raju is basically started his throughout deception. When his father was alive, he basically stole candies from his shop, even he was not told not to. And when he grew up, he became a guide and conning people to show people around by giving them misinformation. And he is very much focused on fame, as we can see. He's also materialistic. That is why he took advantage of Rosie's dancing and make Rosie's passion for dancing uh, uh, overwhelming overwhelming context, so that he can just get money out of it. So Rosie, a young vivacious woman, catalyst for Raju's journey, trapped in unhappy marriage with Marco, seeks guidance from Raju, leads to passionate love. So Rosie is a victim of misogynist husband named Marco. So in the very beginning, Marco is seeming to be like a grumpy person. So that's and also the marriage was not settling up with Rosie. It's like Rosie was kind of a bird locked up in a cage. So once she met Raju, and the extramarital affair starts, and she just got conned by Raju, and she started dancing as her passion. And through that passion, it becomes overwhelming due to Raju's greed and deception. And Marco, as I said, he was Rosie's husband. And in the very end moment, he creates an affection towards Rosie, so that so he sends letter, but Raju tries to forge it. And due to that punishment, he goes to jail. Raju goes to jail and gets out, and yet his deception did not stop, because he started conning people again by being a Swami. And Belan is the person who started all this Swami and Sadhu stuff, and it all starts with a misconception that vitally becomes something that Raju focuses at the very end. Next slide. Okay. The major theme. The major themes are basically love and relationship. So in this novel, the love and relationship has been portrayed is not like a permanent context, but the context was basically very vague. So the first portion of relationships that we see with Rosie and Marco is quite not adjusting properly. And in the very secondly, we get that affection of Rosie and Raju. Basically, that also like in the first, it was good because everything was flourishing. Rosie thought that she was coping up with her dream, but ultimately Raju had another plan, so that didn't turn out well. So the novel explores the complexities of love, highlighting how it can lead to both growth and downfall. As I explained it before, like ambition and greed, Raju's ambition for wealth and success drives him to make unethical choices, leading to significant consequences. Spirituality and self-discovery. The transformation of Raju from a tourist guide to a spiritual guide underscores the theme of seeking self-discovery and finding inner peace. We can see like after the misunderstanding of getting that girl to get married, he suddenly, after becoming Swami, he tries to like explain that he's not the person he is. So he tries to tell Belan about the scenario and to have a context about have a reaction from him. But Belan just explained it like it's a past thing. So right now whatever he's doing, it's very spiritual and everything. So he got stuck on that scenario as well. Societal norm and pressure. The story delves into the impact of societal norms and the pressure to conform on individuals' life. So basically, it is also the society's pressure that Raju felt in some of the scenario. Like since he was very much materialistic, he just needed the full focused attention. That greed just led him to his downfall eventually. Next slide. Critical appreciation. So the Guide by R K Narayan is a remarkable novel praised for its storytelling, characterization, and exploration of human complexities. So by human complexities, we can see it through Raju, like how like from deception he becomes con, and then tries to be a good person. Then again he becomes confused. And published in 1958, it remains a classic in Indian literature, earning international recognition for its thought-provoking themes. Narayan skillfully crafts multidimensional characters, notably the protagonist Raju, whose transformative journey of self-discovery resonates universally. The novel's honesty, portrayal of love and relationships challenges societal norms and delves into the intricacies of human emotions. And seamlessly blend of spirituality and faith adds depth to the narrative, promoting introspection among readers. So that is all for my presentation. Thank you so much for your time and patience.
Okay, thank you, Ishraq Hassan.
Thank you, sir.
Bearing the roll number 505, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and from the batch 56A. So that's a wonderful presentation, I think. You
Thank you.
covered all the criteria that I have mentioned before, covered all the things. However, there are a few contradictions that actually catch my eyes. Let me raise them. Right? For example, here in the characters list,
Yes.
regarding the
It got
protagonist, right?
misplaced,
Can you
yes.
hear me? Everybody, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here. So Ishraq, listen to me very carefully. Raju,
Yes.
right? In the character list you mentioned, I mean, there is a description about Raju. A mischievous youth, right? Discovers dancing talent, becomes renowned dancer. Mohan Kumar. Actually, he himself becomes dancer, or he utilized dancer Nalini or
He
Rosie. What do you
utilized, sir.
think?
There is a mistake, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there was a mistake, I think. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Mistake,
this
sir.
is a
The
misinformation or
character was
mistake, or you
misplaced.
should change it immediately. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mohan Kumar is all right. His family given name and his nickname is Raju, right? But he
Yes.
utilized Nalini, the heroine of the drama, who is the wife of Marco, right? A foreigner who is a
Yes, sir.
researcher, archaeologist researcher, right?
Yes, sir.
And she was trapped in an unhappy marriage, right? With the
Yes, sir.
foreigner who is a researcher, actually, who couldn't spend time with her. That's why, and the psychology were quite different. Two human beings' psychology are different, so their marriage actually was an unsuccessful one. Okay. So that one
Yes.
thing, the other thing, and that's the opportunity for Raju to develop a good relationship, a love affair with Rosie, right? That he found.
Yes.
No, that's very fantastic. And Mr. R K Narayan is a very wonderful writer, crafted magnificently the characters of Raju, the transformation of his characters, right? From
Yes.
tourist guide to spiritual guide, right? So
Yes.
during his lifetime, he did so many mischievous things to earn living, to just survive. But at the end of the day, he realized himself. He tried to seek himself, that is just assimilating or associated with the very renowned classic sayings of Socrates, know thyself, right? Have you ever heard
Yes.
the saying, know thyself?
Yes, sir.
I mean, know yourself, right? Seeking oneself. And through seeking oneself, he got peace. He found peace, right? And that's the ultimate goal of life, peace. Neither money, nor luxury, nor jewelry. Okay? The most
Yes.
important thing in our life is peace, inner peace. That Raju, after so many transformation of his characterization, of his development of manners, behaviors, and activities in life to survive, okay, eventually he found that actually the real goal of life is peace, okay, no other
Yes.
thing. And that only can be found through spiritual guidance, spiritual meditation, just connecting to God. So that's actually a moral lesson from this novel. It's a very wonderful novel, this one. Okay, thank you. So I request
you.
all of you to remain present until everybody finish their presentation. Okay. Whenever you finish the presentation, just remain in the Zoom meeting to listen others. Okay. So Ishraq,
Yes, sir.
remain present and listen to others
Yes.
now. And I
Okay, sir.
think your presentation is really wonderful. I liked it. So now another question I'd like to ask you, that the images that you have used, really very good.
Yes.
Enemy, like pictures here, okay, avatars like. So did you created this through or by AI, artificial intelligence software,
It is an AI picture, sir.
or
Yes, sir.
downloaded from internet?
No, sir. It's an AI picture, sir. From
AI,
Discord.
AI. So you did it yourself, right? So that's very wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, that's very wonderful job. That means you spend time on it. I really liked it. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Hold on for a second. 505. Okay, who is gonna be the next presenter? Should I call you, or you will take the initiative after Ishraq?
Sir, me. Meher Nissa.
শাকিলা, জাহিনুল, সৈকত, আচ্ছা ইশরাক হাসান, আপনার রোল নাম্বারটা খুঁজে পাচ্ছি না কেন?
স্যার 505 56A ব্যাচ।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, সেটা তো বুঝতে পারছি, রোল নাম্বারটা খুঁজে পাচ্ছি না। ওকে, লেট মি চেক।
ওকে স্যার।
আচ্ছা, এরপর কে প্রেজেন্ট করবেন, কথা বলেন। আচ্ছা, মেহেরুন্নেসা এখানে একটা মেসেজ পাঠিয়েছেন। মেহেরুন্নেসা কিছু বলতে চাচ্ছেন?
স্যার আমি প্রেজেন্ট করব।
মেহেরুন্নেসা,
স্যার আমাকে কি শোনা যাচ্ছে না?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, এখন শুনতে পাচ্ছি, এর আগে শুনি নাই।
ও স্যার, আমি অনেকক্ষণ ধরেই বলছি আমার সমস্যা ছিল কানেকশনে, সরি স্যার।
ও, সম্ভবত নেটওয়ার্কের প্রবলেম না?
জি স্যার। স্যার এখন শোনা যাচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ, এখন এখন শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
ওকে স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ।
ওয়েলকাম। আচ্ছা, এখানে সমস্যা হয়ে গেল। 505 আমি খুঁজে পাচ্ছি না, এখানে লিস্টে দেখাচ্ছি না কেন? নামটা এখানে সম্ভবত ধ্রুবতে আসে না, হ্যাঁ, এটা আমি একটু দেখতে হবে। ইশরাক হাসান, আমি চেক করে নিচ্ছি। সাউথ এশিয়ান ক্যারিবিয়ান দুটো আছে এখানে। ও আচ্ছা, পাওয়া গেছে, পাওয়া গেছে, কিন্তু ভিন্ন অবস্থায়। তো ওখানে কেন শো করলো না? ওকে, মেহেরুন্নেসা, আপনি কি চাচ্ছেন এখন দিতে?
ইয়েস স্যার।
ওকে, হোল্ড অন ফর এ সেকেন্ড।
ইয়েস স্যার।
ইশরাক, আপনার রোল নাম্বারটা পাওয়া গেছে, ডোন্ট ওয়ারি।
ওকে স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ।
আচ্ছা, আমাদের এখানে লিমিটেড টাইম, আমরা যদি এখানে টাইম শেষ হয়ে যায় তাহলে আবার রিজয়েন করবো, ঠিক আছে? সবাই আবার রিজয়েন করবেন।
ওকে স্যার।
মেহেরুন্নেসা, রাইট?
ইয়েস স্যার। স্যার আমি ভুলে দুটো দিয়েছিলাম, একটাতে একটু টেকনিক্যাল সমস্যা ছিল, আরেকটা আমি লিখেই দিয়েছি যে একটু টেকনিক্যাল সমস্যা ছিল।
লিখে দিয়েছেন? আচ্ছা, তাহলে আমাকে আর চেক করতে হবে। Sorry, sir, there was some technical problem in the previous email. I'm presenting
Yes, sir, this one.
this one.
Yes, sir, this
লেখা
one.
ওটা না?
জি, sir.
আচ্ছা আমি শো করছি তাহলে মেক শিওর করেন।
Yes, sir, this one.
Okay, start 5 minutes, okay?
Okay, sir. স্যার শুরু করবো? Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my presentation. So next. I am Mehrunnisa Mimosa, role 557. And today my topic is The Guide by R K Narayan. So next. Sir, double click করতে হবে. The content of my presentation are introduction, summary, characters, plot, major themes, critical application, and conclusion. So next. Double click. The Guide is a philosophical and captivating novel written by Indian author R K Narayan in 1958. It's set in the fictional town of Malgudi. The protagonist of the novel is Raju, who once was a tourist guide, and with the time being, he transformed himself into a spiritual guide. This series, it also has a movie. This novel brought its author the 1960 Satya Academy Award for English by Satya Academy, also Indian National Academy of Letters. This novel earned R K Narayan lots of respect. Thank you. Summary. So next. Summary of The Guide is a charismatic novel written by R K Narayan that follows the life of a complex and enigmatic character named Raju, who transformed from a small town tourist guide to a revered spiritual leader. The story is set to the village of Malgudi. Raju, the protagonist of the novel, a charming and ambitious young man, begins his journey as a tour guide, showing tourists around the historical site of Malgudi. Once he met a beautiful married woman, Rosie, aka Nalini, who was very ambitious in dance, but after marriage, because of her husband, she couldn't do it anymore. After finding Rose's wish to be a dancer, he decided to become Rose's manager, which also later leads their love life. This love life caused lots of scandal, which also later become his cause of imprisonment, where Raju reflects on his action and finds self-realization and turn becomes a spiritual guide. The novel explores love, ambition, and the transformative power of self-awareness in the human relationship. So next. Characters. The card features several interesting characters that contribute to the depth and richness of the story. Here comes Raju, also known as Raju Guide, or his family given name Mohan Kumar. The central character, a charming and complex individual character who starts as a tourist guide in Malgudi. He becomes Rose's manager, also fall in love with her. Later, due to this scandalous love story, he was imprisoned, and there he transformed himself and revered as a spiritual leader, facing internal conflicts and seeking redemption. Rosie, also known as Nalini, a talented and beautiful dancer trapped in a loveless marriage with Marco. She finds solace and love in Raju's companionship, leading to a scandal that changed her life also. Marco, also known as Marco Polo, Rose's husband, a jealous and possessive man who feels threatened by Raju's presence in Rose's life, which leads to the scandal and further complication. Villain, a loyal and simple-minded villager who adores Raju and becomes his devil discipline. There are also some other characters whose action was little, but they still portrayed a very important role in the novel. So next. Plot. The plot of the novel is very beautifully described. The story begins with Raju serving as a tour guide, showing tourists around the historical sites of Malguri. One day he encounters Rosie, a beautiful and talented dancer married to a jealous and possessive man named Marco Polo. Raju becomes Rosie's manager and falls in love with her, which leading a scandalous affair that destroys his reputation and lands him in jail. In the jail, he reflects his misdeed and decided to change himself, which also later make him a spiritual guide in Malguri. So next. Major themes. Love and relationship. The guide indirectly weaves a tale of love and relationships between the central characters Raju and Rosie. Raju, initially a tour guide, becomes infatuated with Rosie, a talented dancer. Their love affairs spark with both joy and turmoil as they navigate social norms and confront of the consequence of their action. Love transforms Raju from a carefree guide to a devoted manager of Rosie's dancing career. However, their relationship also faced challenges, leading to significant twists in the plot that impact their lives profoundly. Ambition and consequence. Raju's ambition to become successful and admired drives him to transform Rosie into a renowned dancer. This ambition leads him to take unconditional and morally questionable paths, which eventually have grave consequence. As Raju's actions come to light, he faces legal actions, social judgment, and a loss of identity. The novel shows the need for responsible decision making and highlights the importance to know about the consequence of our goal without considering anything or our moral implication. Self-realization and redemption. Through the novel, Raju undergoes a profound journey of self-realization and redemption. Imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit, Raju reflects on his past action and choices. He later understands the selfishness and manipulation that characterized his previous life. In prison, he seeks redemption by genuinely helping his fellow inmates. This process of self-discovery and atonement allows Raju to find a sense of inner peace, and soon he becomes a saint person. Finally, society critical appraisal আরেকটা হবে society and tradition. Okay, sir. The novel depicts the clash between tradition and modernity in Indian society. Rosie's decision to pursue a career in dance challenges traditional notion of womanhood and creates tension within her family and the conservative society